Oh, sweet. Thanks, Colt. Glove on for safety. Knife. We're good to go. Open up the oysters. So oysters are like snowflakes. Every oyster is a little bit different, and I'm going to show you why and what that means. So here you have 3 oysters from the same farm, and they all look a little bit differently. This one's got a flatter hinge. These 2 have more of a downturned hinge. So that's going to be a little different when you're shucking. Let's dive into it. This is probably the most easy one to shuck. What you want to do is you want to put the oyster in your hand, cup up. That's cup down, that's cup up. Why do we do cup up? To keep the juice from spilling out, or the liqueur, if you want to call it that. Take our knife, we do our hinge towards your heart. You want to shuck away from yourself, never towards yourself, right? That's a bad move. You can shuck down on the surface too if you're more comfortable. Shucking in the air is a little bit more challenging. And then what you're doing is, if you look right here, you can see that's the hinge, the pointy end there, and you're going in between those 2 sections there. And I'm firmly gripping the oyster and firmly gripping the knife, and I'm kind of wiggling and pushing. And see now this is the lollipop technique. It's stuck in there, and then I'm going to push and twist. See that? I did that in slow-mo, and it's not a ton of force. It's some force. Push and twist. Now the oyster, the hinge is broken. Now what I want to do is, there's a muscle I have to cut here. I'm going to put my thumb on this, draw the knife tightly up against this top part of the shell, and cut. See how I did that? And it cuts that. Ooh, that was a pretty good shuck. You see that, guys? Not bad. The belly is still intact there. See that? That's just a little shell you can sweep out of the way. Now I'm not finished yet. Don't want to spill the juice out. I want to keep the oyster nice and level. Now I'm going to come under here carefully, and I'm going to cut underneath. And I'm going to scrape the bottom of the shell. When I scrape that bottom of the shell, it loosens up the oyster. See, the oyster's nice and loose now. Still looks beautiful like it was in that shell. It's nice and loose and ready to eat. Bon appetit.